Hello everybody, SlimKirby here. Welcome back to more Let's Play Kirby's Dream Land 3. This episode goes a lot smoother than the last few episodes have gone, but that doesn't change the fact that the requirement for this level is extremely tedious. Even more tedious than the animal swapping and the power-up swapping we did in the other level. This is very, very, very tedious. So here's the deal. For this level, the picture is of Rob. Rob is the NES accessory bot that you see. He was also in Brawl. He's that Rob. And what we have to do is we have to find the 5 pieces of Rob and assemble them back together. And the pieces of Rob are actually in 5 of these rooms. And in order to get some of them, we need the help of power-ups and animal friends. Thankfully, all the animal friends and animal friends and the abilities are available in this room, or this level. In here we have the animal partners, the new ones on the right, the old ones on the left. I thought that was kind of cool. First I'm going to use Koo. We have a few things to figure out with him. And the first power-up we'll need is the rock ability. And I keep going through doors because I keep pressing the up button. See, I did it again. Okay, let's do this again. Let's do this right. Okay. Okay, so we need the rock ability. So yeah, this level wasn't done blind. I had to run through this level a few times just to make sure I had all the abilities and which rooms I needed the abilities in, so I could have a smooth transition between the parts of the level. The first place we're going to go is after I shoot myself stupidly out of a cannon. We're going to go to the bottom left room. Here's where we'll need both Koo and the rock ability. Now you want to get off Koo first, in my opinion, because you have to get rid of both sides of these blocks in order to get Koo to pass by, because Koo is too big to fit in that small hole. But be very careful, because if you go too far, you will die, and that will be very annoying for you. Trust me. Okay, so grab Koo and go around, and we can get the first, or the second of the 5 parts we need. And yes, you do need Koo to get through that wind. So yeah, make sure you don't lose him. Also, something else, if you die during the stage, you don't have to worry about going back through the rooms and getting all the parts again, but you do if you get game over. So if you get a part and then die shortly after, you will still have that part, but if you get game over, you will lose that and you have to start the whole level over again. So make sure you probably have a few extra lives before attempting this, because there are a few rooms that can get a few cheap shots on you. Because I actually died a few times in that upper room where you have to descend the room quickly, so make sure you're careful there. Okay, the next ability we're going to get is the parasol. We need the parasol so we can get the item in the lower right room. I actually messed this up right here. I forgot to use the ability. So yeah, with Kine we can actually float using the umbrella. And we do need Kine to get into this room, because like in the other room with Koo, we need Kine to get past a very strong current, because this piece is located in the water. Okay, we have 3 of the 5 pieces. The next power-up we need the electric power-up. And this is actually how we get through the room I was in at the end of the, or near the end of the last video, where we had to go through all those different random doors. This is actually like one of the first things I found out on my own, because after thinking about it, I was like, you know what, that room was dark, so I probably need to use Kine and the light bulb. And thankfully, it works. So we're going to go back to the upper left room, not the left room, the upper left room. Okay, Now when you use the light bulb ability, you'll see which door you have to go in. Obviously you want to go inside the circle door, not the X doors. I think you could probably figure that out. Also, what am I trying to say? You will be seeing this level in a future video, because since all of the animal friends and the power-ups are available here, this is probably the level where I'm going to be showing off all the animal friends and all the copy abilities for each of the animal friends. Sounds like a good place to do it. I mean, there's a lot of enemies here, and there's all those power-ups. Seems like the best place to do it. Okay, this is actually kind of a fun one. It took me a few tries to find... Oh, no, it didn't. No, I'm thinking of something else. But this didn't take me too long to figure out. What you want to do is you want to get one of the abilities on the side, and you need to break the blocks that are above you. Now, when I was doing this, I got it completely correct, and I don't think... Like, someone told me that it doesn't matter which doors you go in, as long as you go inside the doors that are on the... behind the power-up blocks. But I don't know for sure. This is the path I found that worked for me, so I went ahead and used it. And the power-up path I used is cutter, broom, needle, and I forgot the last one, but we'll see which one that was when I get into the correct room. But yeah, I used needle right here. There we go. And the last ability I used was the fire ability, I believe. Yep, I used fire ability. Now, again, I don't know if this pattern is the only pattern that works. I kind of just picked a random one and got the correct one, but whatever. I don't think it matters because you can actually fall through these floors, but I don't know for complete sureness, so... yeah, we did it. We completed the level. We got the hard star. The last thing we have to do is face the boss. And as we know, the boss is always looking forward to fighting us. Now, the screen is too small, so I can't read what this says, but I think it says PonCon. And basically, this is kind of a combination between the past games. It's a combination between the Lololo and La fight, and also the Mr. Shine and Mr. Bright fight. Because, you know, the enemies come through the sides, and you have to spit stuff at them. But also, there are two of the enemies, so, yeah, you have two targets in this boss fight, so that's what makes it like the Mr. Shine and Mr. Bright fight. But, what am I trying to say? With all due respect to Mr. Shine and Mr. Bright, though, they are a lot more difficult than this is. These enemies really don't have much of a pattern at all. They don't even, like, move between the floors. They just kind of stay on the same floor. The only thing that can make this fight kind of annoying is all the extra crap that goes through the stage, like the bombs, and the fact that, like, the little guys are actually faster. So it's more tedious than it is actually hard, but it's still pretty easy for the most part. So yeah, let's go ahead and finish up this furry convention. And sorry, I did not mean to be disrespectful to any furries out there. I actually have a friend who's a furry, so I'm not really trying to be disrespectful or anything. And I have no problem with the furry lifestyle whatsoever. Just thought I'd clear that up before I got any hate comments or anything. And there we go. We have defeated this boss. Again, not very hard, but still, you might want to be careful. Especially if you go into that battle with low life. So, yeah, just be careful, and we have completed World 3. I really hope the future worlds don't piss me off as much as this world did, but so far for this game, I found out there is no guarantee, so yeah, I don't really know what to expect, and I really don't want to find out, but Why the hell did I create GUI? I have no idea why I created GUI there. But, yeah, gonna start adventuring into World 4 tomorrow. So if you want to keep watching, stay tuned. Until then, this is SlimKirby. See you guys later.